This is a Hot Pie Media original.
Is Gary Lynch, general manager, and let's make sure I get this right, Gary, and you correct me if I'm getting it wrong, that you don't want to sell a bunker, but I think you do. I think you'd like to sell a lot of them. He's with Rising. He's the owner of Rising S Bunkers, which sells survival shelters. Gary?
I am the general manager.
General manager, okay. Gary's the GM, and he wants to sell you a bunker, so how's business, Gary?
Busy. Very busy.
Yeah.
Thursday, the phone systems just turned upside down.
I'm curious about something. Do you sell? Is it okay to say doomsday bunkers? What's the right terminology here?
I mean, it just depends on where you're from. You know, is it soda? Is it pop? Or is it Coke?
Huh? Does that mean?
In other words, some people call in Texas everything is a Coke. Okay, yeah. What kind? Well, bring me a Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Some people refer to it as soda. Some people call it pop. So. I mean, you might call it a doomsday shelter. You might call it a doomsday bunker. You might call it a survival shelter. You might call it a bomb shelter. Essentially, they're all the same thing.
Got it. Okay, well said. I can tell you're a salesman. Is this do you sell these bunkers year round, or is this just kind of a newer thing with the prospect of war looming?
This is all we do. It's all we've done for the past 20 years. Obviously, rhetoric from a nuclear superpower, that they're going to use a nuclear weapon, causes concern. The more concern there is, the more the phone rings. Yeah. And the phone's been ringing a lot? It has.
Okay. So let's walk through, I don't know how to, you're a salesperson, so you know this whole role-playing thing. So role play with me, like what would be my options on a bunker, price range, amenities, hot tubs, whatever. I would always start you on the website. Tell you, look at the website, see what best suits your needs. Okay. Buying a bunker is a lot like buying a house. It's budget and comfort level driven. So you and your wife and 2 children, no matter what you can afford, may live in 2,000 square feet and just be stacking money in the bank. And, me and my wife and the same number of kids, maybe only going week to week, trying to make a mortgage payment on a house we can't afford. Yeah. Well, aren't people right now, I mean, you tell me, but I would assume people right now are saying, hey, Gary, like I need to make sure the radiation can't leak in. Like what kind of science are you having to talk to people about these days? Everything's about density. And that's what I tell them. The more dense something is, the more protected you are from radiation. Think about when you go to have an x-ray, they stand behind those little lead walls or they'll put a lead blanket on, parts they don't want an x-ray of. It's just because the lead is very dense. So obviously, the more material you put between you and the radiation, the better off you are. Do people ask you about, well, how long do I need to stay in? Like, what kind of questions do you get now, unfortunately, about safety? I get a lot of questions that are really opinion. Okay. And when I say opinion, I mean, I guess it's not opinion. There's not a one size fits all answer for everyone. Obviously if you're in a nuclear hot zone, you probably need to stay in a shelter a little longer than say somebody that is 100 miles from any type of a nuclear blast and seeing very little fallout. So, I recommend that everybody has a way to monitor the radiation levels where they are. My personal opinion is to stay inside of your shelter 90 days. Wait. And who go has, out. Wait. Who has that point? Is that like a common thing? Nuclear monitors? Yeah, absolutely. Do you sell those too? No. Oh, I don't. Okay. I mean, if I sold everything, my day would be spent, trying to explain how to use these things. And, it's. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't know how to use mine. I've got one. I don't know how to use it. Got instructions with it, though. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through
4 different sauces, and then I'll taste, and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
About you, Jeff, but it is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today.
Okay.
And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here is called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the Beet Heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring Beet Heat.
I'll even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No, a little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. This is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet Heat.
Beet Heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
Okay. So up until the Russians invading Ukraine, most of your business is about people who just think everything's going to come apart. I'm not going to get cash out of the ATM, and there's, as you said, civil unrest. That's the bulk of the business so far until recently.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw an uptick, during the North Korea threats, but nothing is compared to what it is here, with Russia.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think people take Putin a lot more serious than what they took Kim Jong-un, or however you say his name.
Yeah, right. You ever go to conventions and stuff? Like, how do you do direct selling? Like, what kind of conventions do you go to?
We used to, but
yeah.
It's awful time consuming and expensive to drag a bunker around the country. These things are big and bulky and hard to transport, and so we quit doing that. We used to do some local shows, but that whole genre of survival shows has kind of been swept under the rug. There's not many of them left in the country.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if it's great for you. The business is good. I don't know what to read into that. I guess it's predictable, right?
I mean, I tell people, we can build anything. We're metal fabricators by trade.
Oh.
I'd just as soon build something else.
Yeah. If
there wasn't a need for this, but I feel like we're good at it, and I'm passionate about why. So, as long as there's a need, we'll build it. But if I could turn the switch off and there'd be no more need for these things come tomorrow, I'd gladly turn that switch off and build something else.
Yeah. Is there anything you've ever turned down? So, man, that's too much. You're a mess. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, short of legal, no.
Okay. What's the most illegal proposition you've had? Not saying you did it. Just curious.
Just people let me know, their intentions to use the bunker for, mostly drugs. Okay. And, I'd just be like, don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. Good for you. You're out, you're not in a bunker now, are you?
No, I'm actually sitting on a piece of equipment installing a bunker.
Oh. You're on the clock.
I have not installed a bunker personally in over 5 years, and just to get a jump on what's going on. Last week I decided that I was going to.
So you're out there in the field. You're in a tractor right now, going to dig some holes and make it happen.
I am.
All right, Gary Lynch. Thanks, man. Good talking to you.
Thanks for listening. You can find more episodes and all of our other Hot Pie Media originals baked fresh daily at our home online at hotpiemedia.com, the Hot Pie Media YouTube channel, or wherever you listen to podcasts.